What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video guys, I have three news. Two of them are really amazing and they will literally blow your mind. Another news is also quite interesting, and I have to say that without two news that will blow your mind, this news would be a really amazing news. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So, let's start with the first news. Let me show you the tweet that was reposted by Scott Trott. And you know that he is an extremely active person in our community. Right now he filed a RICO lawsuit that is quite amazing, I would say, because he is working hard in order to push this case forward. And he's consistently trying to add more details to this case in order to make it even stronger. And just recently he asked an MMTLP community to give him some information that is related to Schwab or TD Ameritrade in regards to the short positions on MMTLP shares that became right after the U3 halted private company. And guys, take a look right here. Meta News reposted the tweet that was published by Robert Binder on January the 5th of 2023, more than 1.5 years ago. And Robert Binder wrote this tweet and he added the video, and this is a live chat with the Schwab representative, and it is a very interesting news. So, in this conversation you can find that Charles Schwab's representative admitted that MMTLP shares can be sold short, despite the fact that these shares is the shares of the private company. And according to FINRA's rules and according to common sense, private company cannot be shorted because their shares is private and they cannot be borrowed on the open market. On top of that, Charles Schwab representative admitted that these shares can be removed as a worthless security. And this is quite interesting part, because if it happens, if the owner of MMTLP shares confirms this removal, in this case these shares will not disappear as you might think. In this case the shares will be held by Schwab itself. And this is quite interesting path for the wrongdoers to cover their potential short positions, because for now there is not any value that is assigned with these shares, and that is why some people might think that it is a worthless shares and they can remove it. And in this case, Schwab might cover their potential short positions. And this is quite interesting update, and definitely this news might improve Scott Trott's RICO lawsuit. But guys, for now, let me show you the most impressive part of my today's video. Let me remind you that on August the 30th, less than a month ago, Busy Brands wrote 13 questions that FINRA should be answering regarding the MMTLP fiasco. And these questions, I covered it in one of my previous videos. And on top of that, these questions are quite similar to the questions that was asked by John Burda back in March, I guess, of 2023. And guys, the most important part of these questions is following. Robert Kennedy Jr. reposted these questions, and I have to say that this is quite impressive news. Let me quote you the tweet that was written by Lazy. Yes, Robert Kennedy, they are good questions. We hope will be answered soon after FINRA trapped funds of more than 64,000 household investors that include veterans and seniors for 654 days. Thank you for shining a light on this injustice SEC has allowed. On top of that, guys, let me show you the Twitter account of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. himself. As you can see, this is his official Twitter account. He has more than 3.8 million followers. And right here, You can see that he reposted this tweet of busy brands, and this is our questions. Guys, I think it is a really amazing news, and you might wonder how it might help us to push our case forward. Let me remind you that about a month ago, Robert F. Kennedy suspends his own campaign and backs Donald Trump. And here you can see the news that was published on August 24th on BBC News. And here you can see, basically you can read just the first paragraph. Independent White House candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has joined the Republican nominee Donald Trump on stage at a rally in Arizona after dropping out of the race and endorsing the former US president. But again, how can it be useful for our case? Let me explain. This is another link of connection of Donald Trump and our case, because we have the TMTG letter that was written by Devin Nunes, and it was addressed to 4 chairmen of 4 committees, to Honorable Jim Jordan, Chairman Committee of the Judiciary, U.S. House of Representatives, the Honorable Jason Smith, Chairman Committee on Ways and Means, U.S. House of Representatives, the Honorable Patrick McHenry, Chairman Committee on Financial Services, U.S. House of Representatives, and the Honorable James Conner, Chairman Committee on Oversight and Reform, U.S. House of Representatives. As you can see, this letter was written on April 23rd, and the main idea of this letter is following. Devin Nunes showed the potential short sellers activity that is related to DJT stock, and it was pure evidence of extraordinary volume of DJT shares traded by Citadel Securities, Virtu Americas, G1 Execution Services, and Jane Street Capital. And this case was enforced by our letter that was written and signed by 74 members of Congress back in December of 2023. And this letter is another link that connects our 2 cases. And guys, definitely, the more connections our case has with the potential US president, the more likely this case will be resolved in our favor. And definitely, we don't have any guarantees of this, but this is fact drastically improves our chances. So, let me show you another quite interesting and the most important news for today's video. As you can see, Meta News wrote this tweet just several hours ago. And it says, breaking, court sides with the intercoastal waterways in MMTLP court case. Court rules that trade station motion to strike cross motion to disqualify is denied. Intercoastal Waterways Response Memorandum in support of the cross motion to disqualify to address the issue of whether FINRA should be disqualified is ordered. And it is quite difficult to understand on the first glance, but let me show you first of all some opinions of some MMTLP community members. First of all, I want to show you the opinion of due diligence. For some reasons, he is not inspired because of this news. He wrote this 8 hours ago. Read the whole order. This is nothing to do backflips over. But I wish them luck in their motion to disqualify, which is the underlying issue and hand with respect to this order. On top of that, he wrote this. MMTLP, if you consider it a victory that a judge orders that you are allowed to file a response to a motion, you are so desperate that it's adorable. The real victory comes if he rules in your favor on the actual motion to disqualify. Good luck though, champ. And I have to say that due diligence is correct in some degree. But the main thing of this ruling is following. Let me show you the tweet that was written by Kristen Shaughnessy, and she explained it perfectly well. So she wrote, basically in response to this order, she wrote this. Congrats, a court ruling win for Anna Trades and Mark Basile. This is a simplified explanation of the court ruling. The court is dealing with a request by TradeStation Securities to strike, it means remove, a motion filed by the plaintiff. TradeStation argues that the plaintiff has basically submitted the same document twice. once as a response to their request for arbitration, and again as a separate motion to disqualify. TradeStation thinks the plaintiff is trying to get the last word on the issue by doing this. The court acknowledges that putting motion within other filings like responses can be confusing and should generally be avoided. However, in this case, the court allows the plaintiff to submit a reply about why FINRA should be disqualified, but it limits the reply to 5 pages and says it should only focus on the specific issue. In summary, the court is allowing the plaintiff to respond, but only on the narrow question of whether FINRA should be disqualified. TradeStation's request to strike the motion was denied. And guys, take a look what did Mark Basile write in response to all of this. He wrote, he first of all wrote it in response to some unhappy, let's put it this way, tweets in regards to this news. He wrote this: was there an emergency minion space to try to discredit the decision or bash me or Anna for winning? Just remember, the judge denied their motion to strike the motion to disqualify FINRA. He wants to hear the evidence. That's huge for real MMTLP holders. On top of that, he added this: it's a win, maybe a small one, but TradeStation motion to strike our motion to disqualify FINRA was denied, and the judge was allowed our client 5 pages to further demonstrate why FINRA should be disqualified. We have another surprise on that front coming as well. Stay tuned, but make no mistake, this is a win for MMTLP, albeit a small one, baby steps. And guys, let me pay your attention to this sentence. We have another surprise on that front coming as well. Do you know what surprise Mark is talking about? Let me show you at least the deadline for this surprise. He also wrote this tweet in response to Christian Shonas's explanation. He wrote, for your information, in many other district courts around the country, an opposition brief can include a cross motion. Not every district allows that, and we agree with the Florida District Court could be confusing. Wait until Friday. So guys, I think it is a pure tip for the Friday's surprise, and probably this surprise will be disclosed this Friday, and this means we have less than 4 full days till it happens, and probably we will see this 5 pages motion that will help to disqualify FINRA. And if it happens, guys, we are very close to a major step that will push our case forward. And definitely just be patient and wait till this Friday and wait for the response of Mark Basile. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on